Hi folks, Mr. Coleman here, giving some content on financial aid and scholarships as we discussed in senior seminar recently. First things first, we do have a financial aid refresher video and PowerPoint that we did with students in August. So this PowerPoint here will link to that other recording and presentation. We also recommend that you take a look at what your counselor shared in Google Classroom in April, so you have a clear sense of all of the different financial aid tools and resources. We also have our financial aid scholarships and resource list. I will pull that up real quick. And this gives an overview of some of the big scholarship programs like Chicago Scholars, Posse, and Questbridge. Posse and Questbridge being two programs that are due relatively soon. Jack Kent Cook Scholarship, Golden Door, Golden Apple. And then if you're thinking that you might want to apply for any scholarships related to any identities that you may hold, we do have a link to the bestcolleges.com financial aid list of identity-based or identity-specific scholarships. We have a lot of different search engines that can help you identify scholarships, like CapEx or College Board's Big Future is really helpful. College Greenlight is a great resource for students. And then CPS Academic Works, the premier CPS tool for students who are looking for private scholarships. FastWeb, Naviance has a list as well, and then scholarships.com. With all of the different scholarship options, it's actually really significant that you do an EFC, expected family contribution calculator, and that you also do a net price calculator for each of the schools that you're looking at. Net price calculators will give you a sense of what each school will cost you and your family based on your family's financial situation. And then the EFC calculator will give you a sense of how much money the government estimates you and your family will have to pay towards the cost of your education each year. If you're trying to get a sense of, oh, do I need to apply for private scholarships? What you really want to do is take the net price of any school, that estimate, and then subtract from that estimate your family's EFC, and that will give you a sense, a rough sense, a guesstimate of how much money you may need to raise through outside private scholarships. Okay? That formula is going to be really helpful for you, which is why we think it's extremely important that you do a net price calculator for each of your schools and the EFC calculator as well. Coming back to the presentation, here in the actual presentation, when you look at the master PowerPoint, there's links to FAFSA, Alternative App, and CSS Profile. FAFSA and Alternative App, these are things that become available for you to complete on October 1st. Again, if you're not really sure about what any of that means, please take a look at the PowerPoint and videos from August, as well as the materials in Google Classroom from April of 2020. They give a lot of content and a pretty strong overview of what these pieces mean. Also note that we will have workshops, completion workshops available for you in October to help students and families complete either the FAFSA or Alternative App, since that is one of the Learn, Plan, Succeed graduation requirements. Here, embedded in the PowerPoint, we also have instructions on how to set up a CPS Academic Works account, since our goal is that at least 80% of the senior class will sign up for a CPS Academic Works account, just so that you can start getting notifications on what scholarship opportunities are available specifically for CPS students. All right, so make sure you take a look at the master PowerPoint to look through these instructions if you need them. And that's all we have for you on financial aid and scholarships. Take care, folks.